Hey, we are the Coalition. We are live at the Dighton Rehoboth School Committee meeting here being held at Dighton Rehoboth High School. You know, it's a beautiful setting. I drove through Cumberland, Pawtucket, Seekonk. Just pastoral is the way I would describe the community here. Rolling hills, lots of small farms, and what a beautiful building and what a beautiful facility. We're here, of course, with Dr. Jacqueline Ash. She is the recently departed, if you will, principal at Shea High School in Pawtucket. First off, Dr. Ash, congratulations on the new gig. I think people are, I don't say this often because you do this for a few years, you become pretty cynical. There's a lot of people who are very upset, not at you leaving, but at the thought that you're not here. How about that, in Pawtucket anymore? So a lot of people were caught by surprise. My understanding is that your predecessor left just a few short weeks ago, so the opening just occurred literally a couple weeks ago. What are your thoughts? First of all, do you have any message for the people from Pawtucket? I'm going to ask you to speak up just a little because it's a little muffled in here. But what do you want to say to the kids in Pawtucket?
I want to say that, I love you dearly, and I've had a great time at Shea High School and at Slater and at Nathaniel Green in my entire career. The city of Pawtucket means an awful lot to me. I still reside in the city of Pawtucket, and I just think you are all the best people, and the parents and the grandparents and just everybody. And I just love you to death.
What, your personal career, and folks forget sometimes that people in the public eye have a personal life, they have a personal career, they have goals and motivations, and it's complicated, particularly in today's educational world. But what drew you to the job? Was there any one specific aspect that said, hey, let me give this a chance, let me give this a try?
I think it's just change, and it's just personal growth. I've done a lot in the city of Pawtucket. I was a teacher, an 8th grade teacher at Slater and Goff. And then I received my administrative certification, and then I became the principal of Nathaniel Green Elementary School, Slater Middle School, and then over at Shea High School. And it's been 34 years, and I've always been the type of educator that I have to continue to grow. And so that's what it became. And it's just like you said, Pat, an opportunity, it landed in my lap. I had been thinking for a little bit, what am I going to do? What's my next step? Mm-hmm. And I have to stay with the kids. My focus is always staying with the kids. I never thought I would do central administration or any of that stuff, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's the kids that keep me going, and it's the kids that keep me young. They are my lifeblood.
Mm-hmm. Now, you are going to be the principal of the senior high. This is a regional district, so it encompasses a pretty broad swath, if you will, of southeastern Massachusetts. How is that different from, say, an urban landscape like Pawtucket?
Well, I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn about the district, but I have to tell you that I'm thrilled with one of the draws to DR was, the administrative team that's here, and the support that they will be giving me in order for me to make that transition, because it will be a bit of a transition. Because remember, all I've ever really known is Pawtucket. Mm-hmm. So, it's just going to take a little transition for me.
We get into a little tricky area. I mean, there's a Dighton Rehoboth school system is, and I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say internationally known, particularly for working with children who learn differently. And as a result, it's become a very desirable place to work. The political and the educational environment is very stable. How much did that mean to you, just given?
I'm an educator, first and foremost, mm-hmm. and it doesn't matter whether there's Dighton Rehoboth students in front of me, Pawtucket students in front of me, Providence students in front of me, Attleboro students in front of me. I come to the plate every single day to do my job and to do right by kids. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm in this profession. I truly, truly believe, for me, ever since I was little, and my mother can tell you, and she's sitting over there, ever since I was little, I only ever wanted to do is to be a teacher and to help people. So to me, it's just about the students, because a student is a student, mm-hmm. And just getting them to be great, viable citizens, getting them to have an occupation, and getting them to have love for learning and love for people. So it's just really about the kids.
Excellent. And how many students roughly in the school system here? Or I should say in the high school?
I believe there's around 630. I think 630, 640.
Right. So again, it's a very, very, very different footprint. What are you looking forward to most? I mean, I know it's about the students, but what's one aspect will you miss the most in Pawtucket besides the students, and what aspect are you looking to really embrace here? Because again, you by the way, for the record, you're formally retired, and then you're in the process now that you've been. Let me just explain that to people as you explained it to me. You've been selected, and now it's just a formal process, much like the Pawtucket new superintendent, Ms. Royal, is going through. Is that a fair assessment?
I would say so, yes.
Okay. So, what grabbed you here in Dighton Rehoboth, or DR as you guys call it?
Just something new, something different. What grabbed me, the administrative team here, Superintendent Rooney and his administrative team, the interview, just how down to earth everybody was. I'm trying to think of what else. It just the CTE programming. What they're trying to do here is they're trying to get the CTE program, and they have programs here. I believe there's 7. I could have that wrong, but I believe there's 7.
Right, you're brand new.
But to get more kids involved in CTE.
And for the uninitiated, CTE is career and technical education.
Correct.
Which is we all give homage now to the need for plumbers and pipe fitters and everything else, but as you mentioned here, they're actually doing something about it and creating a new generation of kids, because we know kids learn differently, and I think we've all come to realize that educational paths diverge and sometimes come back. Well, again, congratulations. This was a pretty quick process, wasn't it? I mean, I guess our understanding is that your predecessor announced her resignation late in May, so this was. I guess they had to really get down to business. You've got only a few months before the school starts. How many hours a week are you going to be spending here on your summer vacation?
I don't think I'm going to get a summer vacation, no. But it's what I put into it. Whether I was in Pawtucket and whatever school or DR. My mom can attest to it too. I work long hours because you just get the work done. Mm-hmm. So I'm ready to go. I'm really, really excited. It's bittersweet for me, right? Because of leaving Pawtucket and my home for 34 years. And again, I have to say to everybody out there, to the parents and all my former students, the alumni and everybody, I'll miss you dearly, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm always around. So if you need something, you let me know. And I'm excited to start this new chapter in my life.
Well, again, congratulations. And again, I think the best way I can put it is people are upset more at the loss of you. So best of luck with everything. It's great to see you here again. And good news, they put me on the mailing list here. So,
but thank you so much, because that's really humbling. It really is. So
yeah, it's for kids, change is tough. Particularly these days when kids' lives are so fluid. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it.
Well, school's the constant, right?
Right.
School needs to be the constant.
Right. So the leaders at schools, regardless of whether you're in a rural district now or an urban district before, the leaders at schools, I think you all understand that for some of these kids, you may be everywhere. One of the only authority, I'll call it tough love authority figures in their life whose pure interest is in, again, moving them forward. And I think it's funny because a lot of kids don't realize it until right around February or March of senior year. And then they realize what they've got. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.